sometimes we conceive of something, it can feel like we have been living with a certain kind of condition of fear, or a tendency to be very judgmental, or there's something troubling us, and it seems to occupy and preoccupy much of our attention in the waking state. And you may have gone and seen and had therapies about it, and spoken to people about it, and tried to say how much this thing has really been so disturbing. But I've found that sometimes people appear to be talking about these things, but it's almost they're indulging in it also. The one who, when we begin to look at something earnestly, and especially if you have someone who's able to guide you of how to be with that even by yourself, how to sit with that and then to inquire into it and to look, because when it is clearly seen, it is amazing how it just falls away when you are not feeding it. Now we may think we're not feeding it. No, I want to get rid of it. But we feed it with our belief. We believe the thing is so real and so but why do I feel this way whenever I get in front of this person? And why is it that whenever I'm on trains or something, I always feel like seasick and so on? And we can feel that there are physiological reasons for it, or psychological reasons, we can say. As soon as we begin to understand and to take some distance and to look from a deeper place, and please accept that there are deeper and deeper regions within our looking, that you come to a place that when you see, you are free of it. And you see how ridiculous also some of these thoughts are. We create a relationship with them, and we imagine that they are so important, or we get so entangled, or something gets so entangled in them, and is now paying the cost for that entanglement, for that depth of association, or having awarded this thing with so much credibility. And then you see that they're just concepts. They're concepts believed in, and our mental attitude is reinforcing them because we identify so strongly with personhood, which is the fertile ground for these negative forces to be active, you see. And as soon as you see through it, you can walk away. You may look back and thought, wow, how could that have troubled me for so long? You see? Please accept that God has provided, through the instrument of this body and the intellect and the powers of discernment and so on, and the ability to mature and to move on and above lower concepts, that is a reality. And with this we can overcome all the attachments that are possible to develop in this phenomenal field of personhood. Personhood is itself something to be transcended also. And so sometimes we must not respect our problems too much, the sense of problems, because they have no original strength or truth in them. As we take them more deeply into our introspection, into our inquiry, and begin to discover more and more the depth from where the real seeing emerges, and that these are simply shadows and shapes appearing in the infinite space that you are. Their spell and power and virility is broken. Without doubt. I'm not asking you only to believe this, but to apply it, you see. Now, these are for those who are particularly familiar with this path of Advaitic inquiry, of looking. It is not difficult. The mind is, it's so difficult, it's so mental and so on. The mind is mental. The inquiry actually is a simple, a direct and skillfully unsparing at exposing what is untrue. Sometimes we are not wanting or willing to see something for the untruth it is, because we have an emotional connection with it. But for one to be free, we must be willing to transcend or to give up that emotional connection, to enjoy a higher state of consciousness. There's nothing. At some point, there will come a time when nothing on this earth is going to be important for you. There is going to come a moment, that moment, when nothing on this planet is going to be important to you. Not even this will be important. You see, what is important is that you hold to the truth you have discovered in your heart. And the grip of all these things will vanish, will dissolve, because they are not real, they're not made as, they're not realities. You see. Bless you. Happy, fulfilled life. God bless you. Just to put the tail of this back onto it. While the soul is immersed in the delusion of personhood, it will suffer all these kind of attacks. So many things wants to somehow join it and to somehow get involved. It's attracted to so many things. You see, a field of good and bad. It must be pulled up. Yes, because we are afraid we're going to fall into some abyss of. No, you fall upwards into the embrace of the Supreme. Stay low in the arrogance of personhood, and we will taste suffering. Choose the higher, even not having any firm conception of what it is. Just choose the higher. It is instinct for the one who is heading for freedom to just have a sense of the higher, you see, the purer, the perfect, and be pulled upwards into it, so to speak. So while the soul is immersed in its own self-interest and its own projections, taking them to be real, it will suffer them. One must transcend oneself. In a sense, you must destroy yourself in order to find yourself. You must destroy that within you, within ourselves, which is not true. Because both is there. That which is untrue, which is limited, or only relatively true, meaning that at a certain stage it's effective, it's important, but at a higher stage it is dissolved. It has nothing to contribute to you. Thank you. Alhamdulillah. Thank you. God bless you.